All right. This is a two-part. Well, I'm doing it in a two-part in one video. So, welcome to the journey of life, soul, and spirit, the journey of you, the journey of me, the journey of we. And today's video will be about, I would say, part two to the video I did about the family fight and the spiritual warfare happening right now. So I decided I'm only gonna say something. It led me to pull cards to see where we are. I think I'm gonna do 8 since we're going into an 8 year, and we're gonna pull 7 and let's see what the eighth card is. Um, I'm not gonna go off the book. I'm gonna use my own intuition right now to see what these cards is gonna bring. I know my nails is long and shit. So was smudging, clearing the space a little bit, and there was this card that popped out. Now I don't know if this is that card, but as soon as I put it down, D slid to the side, and this is there. So I'm gonna start with this first card here, the Locksmith 4 Foundation. That's automatically what I get, and I get this as the key holders. I feel like it's time for the key holders to unlock some things. There's some things that's been unlocked, but we need to go ahead and push forward and move forward while we got this foundation. And a 4 is an 11-11. So hence the gatekeeper, the locksmith. The locksmith can also create keys to things that have been lost, or if you can't get inside your home, your car, they could always make a key. So the locksmith has all the keys to open the door. So the doors are opening. Let's see what the next one is. The seed 1 has a 1. Okay, and look, both of these are in the same alignment within the wheel. Look at that. So 4 and 1 is a 5, which is change. Okay, this has to do with evolving, changing, nurturing the seed that we planted, because now the gates is open, and the locksmith that holds all the keys to open all the doors has been done already. And we're at 1, not at ground zero anymore, but we're starting at phase 1, where we have to nurture this seed that we planted and put forth. The court. There go that 9 again. There go that court. With the court, in my other video, remember I said that we could take people to spiritual court? I think that's what's happening. There is judgment upon the earth right now because of the shit that has been done, the shit that has been going on, and how it's affecting everyone. Right? Okay? It's affecting everyone. And now the seeds have been planted. We've been heard. And now the locksmith is coming to release some shit. Some stuff has already been released, plus completion. So definitely we've been heard. Okay, and this card has more, but look at, there goes judgment. So it has the center, same symbol. Also, these two are the same as these two. So I know these cards relate. All right. Now, okay. The Sluggard. So I received this card before, and it has 5, which is changed. See, it comes out under the Locksmith card, which is relevant to the seed card. The Sluggard card means to be lazy, slow, not getting things done. And I think that's where we are as a collective. The doors have been opened, things have been unlocked. We planted the seeds. It's to the spiritual court, but we're moving slow on this progression of bringing this shit down here. And we want to cry, what was me when this happening? That's not fair to us and fair to the world. Next card. The Surgeon. Look, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Echo is on every card. So this is an echo. This is a repeat. I'm going to talk about that. This is a repeat, and I talked about it in the last video. This is a repeat. The Surgeon. So the seeds have been planted, and surgery needs to be done to cut out the fat. Time has already been delayed. That's you could say that's the Slugger card too. So change must take effect, and it's an echo of what's happened in the past. Repeats of things that's happening. You're gonna understand what I'm saying once I get done with the reading. So the Surgeon. Next card. The Sleeper, which has a 2 on it. 6 and 2 is 8. We're going into an 8-year. So are we going to keep sleeping? Are we going to do the surgery of what needs to be cut away? Because it's already been delayed. It's already been taken to the high courts. We planted the seed, and the locksmith is here to open the doors. So what are we going to do? Are we going to go back to sleep and act like we didn't call this stuff down here? That's 6. Let's go with the 7 card. Sorrow. And it has a 13 on it. So I'm going to put this up here. That's crazy. The number 13. Sorrow. Man, I don't know. Hold on. Let me look it up because I can't do it at the same time. Would it let me do it? Okay, the Sorrow card is feeling of misfortune, a deep depression of loss, or effects of disappointment from self and others. That's what the Sorrow card represents, and it has the 13 on it, which tells me about shadow work. 13 is the divine feminine energy, and we must use that to elevate. Time to get back to the mother energy. The father has done his job, and now it's time for the mother to take her place back so we can go ahead and heal this stuff. So when I was looking at the definition, something came to me. Follow me for a second. So the Sleeper card also represents our ancestors that's been asleep. Okay. The locksmith has came, so they have awakened just like we have awakened. And not only is some of us taking this to a higher court, the ancestors who left the physical body and is on the other side have also taken this to a higher court. And it's been a delay. So now we have to do the shadow work of the sorrow and be the surgeon and cut this shit out. Because we plant the seeds to grow, and they can't grow and be nurtured. And the doorway can't open until we get rid of this shit. And it's no more time to delay or fall asleep. And that goes for the ancestors that was asleep that's now awakened. And the sorrow is for all our misfortunes, for ourselves and for others. You know what I'm saying? The disappointment we received in our life as the time just passed 1:44 on this second clip. One more card. Passover. The Passover in this book, in this Kabbalah deck, Oracle deck, from what I read and what I understand, it deals with ancestors, like how we, I wouldn't say celebrate Thanksgiving, but give thanks for the food that we eat. It has nothing to do with what them people came here and did. We don't look at it like that. We like to enjoy our family, the love, and eat good cooked food from those who love us because they're going to put their love into that food. That's what we do. And Passover represents that. 9. You see the 9? Look at that 9. I did the pyramid because maybe I should pull one more card since I got a 9. Okay. So the doors have been opened. The locksmith is here. All of these cards have almost the same wheels on them. Okay, Echo is prominent in majority of these cards, all of them, except for this one. We have understanding wisdom, understanding and wisdom here. Okay. You have judgment. I think that's on 2 cards. And then we have mercy. So before I pull this last card, this is what I'm getting, and I'm going from the first card to the last. All right. The doors have been opened. The locksmith is here. The seeds have been planted, what we've been asking. So it's time for us to nurture it. Our prayers and affirmations have been heard once again. Okay. The energy has been delayed, but are we going to keep delaying it? Because it's 5 now, it's time for change. Judgment is here. Everything is being echoed back to us again so we can heal this shit. The ancestors were asleep, but now are waking up. Okay? They are waking up. Because you see the echo and the sense. A sense of urgency because of the sorrow that we all been through. The shit that we did to ourselves and the stuff that we thought. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel like if we have mercy upon ourselves, we will gain the understanding, which will give us the wisdom and not be so judgmental on ourselves. And then that way we can ascend to the 13 and boom, completion. 9. Where you got everything that's on the court card because we called upon it. Once we do the work and clear out the shit with the ancestor, this is ancestor veneration right here. This is ancestor veneration. So I feel like this message is, let me see, the witness. And it's a 4. The witness. I'm not, that's it. I said 8 cards because next year is the 8th year. You can't make this shit up. The witness. The witness, I think, relates to this court card. So yeah. Y'all get what I'm saying. So I'm going to say it one more time. The locksmith is here. We planted the seeds. We asked for things to be justified. Okay. It's already been heard. Things are working out because it took so long. Everything was at a slow process and it was delayed. Now shit is going to be cut the fuck out and balanced because 6 is a balanced number. Also 2. We were asleep. The ancestors were asleep. Some people woke up. Some people want to go back to sleep and still be delayed and whatever, not change or whatever. With that, the sorrow, all the misfortunes and difficulties we face, it's time to get that shit together and face that shit. You know what I'm saying? As a collective, this is a message for the spiritual community, the conscious community, and all of the individuals that don't associate themselves with those communities, but we are a universal soul group as a whole that came to planet Earth. We are the universal Earth soul group. We all have that in common because we're all here, or else we wouldn't be here. So we need to go ahead and heal the shit, the shadows, because that's the sorrow of our misfortunes and difficulties. That's shame, guilt, not being confident in what you feel and do. A whole lot of things. I could go on and on and on. And we need to get through that so we could get to this 9, the Passover, the celebration with the... All right, I got 34 minutes. before my phone run out of space because it lets me know, which is a great thing. Y'all see my altar back there? Beautiful. Look at that. That's the work. That's my 2020 wall. You decade, this decade I ain't done yet, but still working on it. I gotta go back over it. So I want to talk about a few things. This is a part 2 to the video about the spiritual family fight, and I just did a reading, which I'm gonna attach to this video. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna put it first or last. I'll just let Spirit lead me on what I'm about to say now. So, there is a spiritual war going on. We all know this, right? We all know that things are not what they seem and they are what they seem, which is a big conundrum, but I wouldn't even call it a conundrum because it is what it is, right? So I just want to stay on task, like they just said, stay on task. So when I was thinking about how I wanted to come off in this video, I didn't know which way I wanted to go, but I knew what I wanted to talk about. So here we go. There is infighting going on within the governments of the world and all the people in the world. And when I said the Matrix people, because they believe in this Matrix so much, they will start experiencing infights within their self. Individually, collectively, whether they at work, with their children, with their spouse, with their family members, and anybody, even if they don't even know them, because I've seen it. You know how I know? Because, little story, no sidebar, it goes along with this. I was on the bus, riding the bus. The man gets on the bus. He has a lot of shit. You could tell he went to the dry cleaners, and he had a lot of shit because he was going to the mall, right? The bus driver didn't give him time to put the stuff down. So he was huffing and puffing. I agree. And that's what the white man said eventually. So the white man was like, let me put it on my car. Dude was still talking shit under his breath. You could hear him. Evidently, the man heard him because he was closer to him. But you could hear him, and he didn't sound pleasant or happy about it. Like, you should have tapped your motherfucking car that had the money on your car before you got on the motherfucking bus type shit, right? He has all this shit in clean clothes. What, he's supposed to put the clean clothes on the ground? Like, what the fuck do people think, right? So the man was like, why you huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing, man? You tripping and shit. Calm the fuck down. That's because that's the shit that's spilling over. And it's because motherfuckers ain't dealing with that shit too, right? Some are slow process, walk easy, be easy. That's cool. Now to that's going to deal with personal things, collective things, and all of that. So that's the fight amongst themselves that's going on, right? Now, second part to that, spiritual community, conscious community, unknown community. Matter of fact, there we go. I coined that. Unknown community. I'm part of the unknown community. You know why? Because people don't know about us. They do. We watch y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we got our own practices, and I will always reference Bobby Hemmett because that is what Spirit led me to. Once I get Dr. York's teachings, I will talk on that too. So, there is infighting amongst the conscious and spiritual community. Now, we all know about shadow work. We all know what we're supposed to do. But a lot of people play in games. Y'all, we need to stop playing games. That includes me. And that's not because of what they got going on, because of what I got going on personally, spiritually, and physically with myself. I judged myself so much where it could have cost me either my life or my spiritual path which they ain't going for anyway. Trust me. I don't care how much you try to commit suicide until your mission is complete. You are not going nowhere, okay? And everybody has a time and a place. Like the pastor said at my niece's funeral this weekend. When that time comes, that is one appointment you won't miss. But if it is not your time, it's not your time because there's something the person is supposed to do, okay? So there's a lot of healing that's supposed to be happening, a lot of things that people are supposed to be doing, and they feel because you're this way or that way that you shouldn't be doing this or doing that. So they're fighting amongst themselves individually against the flesh of principalities and all of that, right? Then not only that, they're fighting with each other, trying to justify who has the better knowledge, who's the master teacher and not the master teacher, who is worthy enough to be called this and called that. Is you initiated in this, initiated in that? Initiate your motherfucking self. I'm initiated. The moment I chose to write all of this shit on my wall, it's a whole nother wall that I got my ancestor altar on. I ain't gonna reveal that because there's a change happening. I will share what I do have already, and I wanted to do it, so I said I need a background. This is my background. You feel me? I don't need to put no sheets up or nothing like that. They are recycling energy individually from the bloodlines that they individually, and we all individual, well, I'm not including myself, that we all individually come from, that they individually come from, and then there's a collective. So on them cards, you will see the echo on majority of all of them. I think it's like 7 cards. Boom, God number. 7 cards that has echo on it. Echo means to revisit. Echo means karma that needs to be cleared. Echo means man in the mirror, Michael Jackson. Echo means reflecting back onto self, and you will see the works that you done reflect back from others back to you anyway. That's crazy the way that works. That's what echo means. Echo means to boomerang, come back around. Echo means what goes around comes around. That's what that means, right? So with the spiritual community and conscious, I say this because this is what I've been in the last 7 years, learning, being part of seminars and all things like that. Motherfuckers is regurgitating. Motherfuckers don't know if the earth is flat or round, whatever. I'm going to tell you right now, it's round and it's flat at the same motherfucking time. That's another video. I'm not going to go far into that, but that's my opinion and what I've been shown and what I know, okay? So there are planets. We know there are planets. These things do exist. And there are things called spaceships and Nibiru's and shims and all of that shit. Now, that's a whole nother story. And they have ecosystems and stuff inside of them just like you walk outside. But it's on a big-ass spaceship. And there are planets that are big as Jupiter. I believe Earth is as big as Jupiter. Why you think we got all them outer realms, them other rings on the outside of this dome? Okay. Anyway, sidebar. Said I wasn't sidebar, but I did. They are fighting again because the echo from the early 2000s of all of that fighting amongst themselves and with each other again. This is Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, Layla Africa, all their time. Dr. Sabi and stuff. This was their time. So the 90s going into the early 2000s, right? Now here we are in the early 20s of the new millennium of the 21st century, the new century that just rolled around 24 years ago. Oh, that's a 6. Huh. Harmony and balance is being brought. It's time to cut the shit. Plain and simple for all of us. It's time to cut the shit. So, because that six is going to happen. Balance and harmony going to be brought regardless of what nobody feel or think they know or don't know. And with all of them doing all of that, none of that energy was rectified back then. So guess what? It's coming back again. And everybody who was a part of bullshit and a part of shit and just want to do shit to make money and ain't really teaching nothing, y'all are y'all that court card. I ain't even gonna say I feel sorry for y'all because y'all should have gave the real. And it doesn't matter the person's background or sexuality. You should have, if you got a spiritual calling and you talking about feminine energy and the mother energy, the mother is unconditional. Yeah, she a warrior and she'll whoop your ass. That is true. But at the end of the day, she'll kiss your boo-boos and shit like that. Now, if she got to kill you, that's because she brung you in and she'll take you out. Like, why you think our mothers used to say that? That's a meaning. But you really have to piss her off for her to do that. And right now, she done woke up and she's pissed off. She smiles and loves a lot of us. And sometimes I think we do make her mad. I think I have maybe once or twice, and I do apologize for that, even the father. But I apologize for that, the true father. But that's my healing shadow work I have to do. So y'all out there doing all this, doing all of that, making us pay all this money. And I'm realizing myself on my own journey, like, these motherfuckers got too much going on. You talking about knowledge and you bringing knowledge, and I'm not saying it's wrong. All of it is going to lead us to where we got to go, whether you go left, whether you go right, or you decide to go down the middle. That's another video. That is your choice, whether you work with the light and the dark or you choose to be in the middle and take them both. And that's where Sister Myra, boom, again, you form that complete circle. One half of light, one half of darkness. But you come together to make it a whole. So, motherfuckers is not doing that. Even if they go left or right, they're trying to do other shit. And there's creating chaos within the spiritual community, the conscious community, and the unknown spiritual practice community, the unknown real spiritual practice community. Let me say that. And people are regurgitating shit and not doing healing work. I have to sit here, we have to sit here, a lot of us, the women, and the men that's choosing to do this work and live and get in their heart space. Bobby Hemming told y'all, whether y'all want to believe him or not, Elijah Muhammad told you in his way, Dr. York told you in his way. And it's all the same shit. It's just different people who said it different ways in their own way. You need to deal with your heart and your bullshit. You need to heal all that sexual shit, that being over sexual and shit. I'm part of that too. We got to get that shit together. That shit is not helping us and no one around us, and we're creating motherfucking chaos like a motherfucker. But no, on the other hand, we are healing this, and I know that's what I'm doing because I'm doing the work. If you're gonna be up here talking and just talking and not doing no work, and I can't tell you how to do it, then that's a waste of your time and my time. Okay, so now that I got that part out the way, the gods have been fighting. The Titans have been fighting. The primordials have been fighting. The angels, the Damians, the demons, the unrestless spirits in different soul groups that's with or without whatever type of agenda, okay? They're fighting. And now it took all of this time for that shit to come to the earth. The early 1900s, the gates were open to me. That's what I feel. And as time progressed and we got closer to the millennium, because this was all planned out, whether you're good or bad or whatever, God or no God or whatever source, this is all planned out. So they've been fighting. And now they're going to come to the planet because now we're fighting. The guys on earth is fighting. And the guys in the heavens is fighting. And they've been fighting for a while. A lot of us been having dreams and stuff about this stuff. So we need to do what we have to do, what we call here to do, I didn't think I would have to share these videos, but evidently there's a reason why. So I'm not going to speak on that too much because I said what I said about that. So find out what works for you. Do the rituals. Do take the herbs. If you feel like you have to take herbs, if you feel like you have to change your diet because we have to heal the sorrow. The keys are here for us to unlock that trauma, to have an understanding, to forgive ourselves is to have mercy on ourselves. And with that, we will have the wisdom to teach others while still going through the same process of different cycles of things that we forgot, we didn't know that we went through that became a trauma to us. Okay? And then collectively, we are doing our ancestor venerations to heal the ancestors, which is a collective job because a lot of us is tied to different families and bloodlines, and a lot of shit happened, and a lot of that shit has to be cleared up, cut out. And we got the keys to do it. We planted the seeds. We took it to spiritual court, and now judgment has come. So the question is, fuck all of that shit in these communities. What are we doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Are you grounding? Do I do this stuff every day? I'm doing my best to be consistent, but no buts. At least I'm working through it. Do we ground? Do you guys do the mantras? You know what I'm saying? The chakra mantras. Fuck all them other mantras. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like that, but it starts with self first, and I had to realize that. That's why they keep telling me to go ahead and do these 7 eyes of Allah. There are certain vibrations you can make with your mouth to heal everything from the root all the way to the crown and the oversoul. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about what's going on if I can't give you nothing to heal with. What are you doing for your chakra? You don't have to necessarily do what I'm doing, but there's a lot of chakra work. Find out what works for you and heal that shit. Shit come up, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with it. And also, you have to deal with being real with yourself. You can't sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? Be real with yourself. Then maybe the communities can be more real with themselves. You know? So, and what I mean by being real with yourself, give an example. I can't say it without giving a solution, right? This is what this is about. When you say, like me, I hate myself or I don't like the way I look, you need to change that. Then once you change that, then find one thing you do like about yourself. I like my smile. And I got dimples just under these motherfucking cheeks, but I like my smile. I really do. And I found that out. You know what I'm saying? So I think I look very handsome, especially when my eyes is chinky and shit. Yeah. Don't mind me. I ain't here to. I can't dress up and I can't look right, but it's just this is going through one of them periods. Travel nights of a dark soul, right? So, or you have those thoughts where I got so many. I'm gonna just go through a few where you talk about other people and other people kids and babies. Stop doing that. Oh, I'm glad my kids look good. Stop doing that. You need to you need to fix that. That's not cool. Self-hatred for self. Fix that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel it, then at least start getting rid of it. Crying it out is the best thing. Once you accept it to be the truth, trust me, that motherfucker gonna hurt like a bitch. But it will heal you. And eventually you will be like, damn, I don't even feel that no more. What the fuck was I thinking? Like, what? And then that confidence start coming. You know what I'm saying? So I can't give you the bullshit if you ain't gonna do the work. And I know because I do this shit. Like, it ain't always about burning candles and pulling cars and all that shit. No, you gonna have to check yourself with inside. Like, if you see somebody else, Don't be jealous of them or what they got. Why? For what? Be happy. If you can't be happy for them, then just don't say anything. Don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy that we live in a world where this is possible and it can be possible for you and I. Right. So those are solutions when you check in your mind. Check your thoughts. Even the deep, dark secrets that no one knows about and only you know, your spirit team is not going to judge you. Just bring them up. And if they say, "Oh hell no, you know that ain't right," you gonna have to go ahead and clear that up. It's so much shit. But take your time, one thing at a time. Right? Now if we do this, no, ain't no if, we're doing it. A lot of people right now won't be having uh heart attacks, seizures, uh, aneurysms, whatever, because the photons and the energy is coming to the planet, and we're still holding all of this sorrow and difficulties and poverties in our hearts, and some people doing shit to heal it, and we still working through it, and some people ain't doing it, and they want us to carry their baggage, and hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no. It's like, are you for real? I can give you the tools to do what you got to do. I could give you different baths and the meaning of like walnut baths. Boom. Any man or woman could do a walnut bath. You could do it for your children. You know what I'm saying? Um, you could take a pink Himalayan sea salt bath and it won't affect you. You know what I'm saying? It will actually clear out your energy, and you don't want to do too much because salt is preserving, and you're not trying to preserve your soul here in this physical plane. So you don't want to do too much, but it's like fire. It does clear and cleanse. Okay. Uh, If you don't have a bathtub, you could do, you know what I'm saying? You could still make a mixture with spring water in a pitcher and pour it over yourself in the shower. That still works. Trust me. I do it when I don't want to take a bath, and it works. But when you're in the tub, you can actually baptize yourself and immerse yourself in the water. And once you come up, you are good again. Especially the black walnut bath. The yoni steams for the women, y'all could either take the stuff in the bath or you could do the yoni steam and still gonna clear you out and you gonna be reborn again. And maybe cut your hair. I'm looking at the new moon thing. So whenever you watch this, it's relevant to your time. For the men, doesn't matter if you're straight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could take black walnut bath once again. Spirit also shared with me the blue butterfly herb is good for us. Now we're not gonna steam, okay? We are not women. I know who the fuck we is, okay? And your opinion is your opinion, but I don't think an asshole is a vagina. So that's gonna be shared in another video and a show I got coming with my sister where we talk about the real or nothing, the real and the nothing, and the nothing and the something, and all of this bullshit that's going on. That's why I said it like that. So please do not judge me because I have my own opinion. But here, I'm just here to heal on this channel. Okay? So you don't need to steam anything unless you want to. Now, I don't know about that. Maybe Spirit will give me something on that. And maybe you could do like a sauna and then burn your herbs, the blue butterfly tea herbs, or what some certain herbs that deal with the masculine energy, and just sit in the sauna and let your pores just soak that shit up and detox you as you sweat. Now that'll be something. I'm gonna have to do the work on that and then do a video later. I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that and see how it go. Uh, you could use that because I'm sharing this because I'm gonna do a whole video on that, but I gotta do the bath first so I can see how it make me feel and get the downloads on it. But I did get a download saying that we could use that because it's blue and it represents the masculine energy, because that's what we use it for. When they wrap the babies up in a blanket, they wrap the girls up in pink, they wrap the boys up in blue. So we could use that because it has healing properties in it. It has a lot of nutrients in it. It also helps with, and it has anti-agent in it. Like, so it can I'm not gonna say slow down the aging process or reverse it, but you say it's a match between the two from what I read. Okay, and I've been drinking it. I ain't been drinking it every day, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna tell my age, but I ain't that old. I'm still young man. You could use that, and you would use that if you had daddy problems, mommy problems, somebody broke your heart for the first time and you can't get over it and you still be having a dream about that. I'm talking to you masculine, divine masculine. I don't care about your sexuality. You ain't got to tell nobody because it ain't nobody motherfucking business. This is about you becoming the greatest version of yourself. So get your ass and run that bath water, warm bath water. You want to get you some candles if you want to do that. Because you going back into the womb of the mother, baby. The sacred waters. That's what that water is about to represent. That's what I'm getting to. Like I said, all this shit going on in the world and in these communities, and no one's giving no solutions. They're just saying shit out their ass and then leaving a certain group over to the side like they don't exist. All right. If you are a bisexual male or woman, or you just choose to be with the same sex, whether you masculine male, um, or feminine female, divine, okay? It doesn't matter. I'm here for you, and I'm giving you a solution. Excuse me. That's that weed, that blunt. I'm giving you a solution that will help you. Also, if you are straight, it doesn't matter because we all have problems. We all have issues. So I'm telling you what's right. Get your ass men. Men. Some of us don't like to take baths because you think it's fucking feminine. Well, the mother is here and she needs you to connect. So your ass needs to go back into the womb, back into the motherfucking primordial waters, back into them birth waters before your ass came through the pussy. And that's how my sister Lois would say it. But I'm gonna say before you came through the yoni verse, all right, I might have to cut that part out. uh, get your ass in that water. If you want to put some rose petals in there, that's cool. You're doing this for the women of your bloodline, the mothers of your bloodline, to heal them through your mitochondria, your DNA. And if you got daughters, you will want to do this motherfucking shit so she don't end up with either a shit like you if you a fucking fucked up type of man, but you ready to heal. It's okay because you ready to heal and you got the call. So you could do this motherfucking bath and will help you. I'm only saying this because us men need to hurry up and join these women so we can motherfucking set the balance out. We can't become a whole if the women doing it all on their side and the men ain't doing it. So you need to take those baths. Men, we got temper heads. I'm an Aries, so I know we need grounding. Okay, you need a lot of grounding. Get you into some crystals. Y'all be wearing these stone bracelets. I be seeing y'all men. So get you some stones that pertain to your uh I would say zodiac or Vedic zodiac. You can find out what that is for yourself. And do what you got to do for you because this is about your sons and your daughters. I know my sexuality, but when I had children, my sons, my daughters can make whatever choice they want. But I'm going to tell you this right now. That sexuality shit that go on with this elemental P community, I'm not with that shit. I don't deal with none of that shit. I want my boys to be men. I was grown up to be a man. I was raised by men, and I just have a different slight touch in my sexuality. But that doesn't make me no different. I could still get out here and motherfucking rehab a house. I had that experience because it was taught to me. Carpenter work. I did it in a past life in Egypt. I still can do it here now. So there's a lot of things that qualify me as a man. I can fix shit. I'm a handyman when I want to be. So women look for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing this because we have to deal with our shit. Now, if you ain't got nothing else to do, so why not just heal from it? Sorry to the men that, got touched on. Heal that shit. You ain't got to forget them motherfuckers because guess what? The court card came out. It's already been sent up. So now all you got to do is forgive yourself and move the fuck on. And if you want to forgive them, that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? Just wish them the best that they get to do the work to realize the shit that they done to others. That's all I can say about that. Okay? So you can heal from that. The men that haven't, You just got mommy problems because mommy wasn't there, or you just got daddy problems because daddy ain't there, but you straight as hell and you treated these women like shit. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, oh, you watch an action movie, but really what you don't know is they have gay men behind the scenes of the action movie having gay sex, and you watching it, and you be like, damn, I want to get my dick sucked. Where do you think that come from? Oops, my bad. Allegedly. And now, now you got a problem thinking like, what the fuck is going on with me? And you want to commit suicide because you like to fuck men boys. You know what I'm saying? You like to fuck, the femboys and get your dick sucked by the femboys. Excuse my language, but this is not for children. That's a program, and that shit is real. They put so much shit in these movies and stuff, even the women. You know what I'm saying? So it goes vice versa, but allegedly. For you women, all I could say is you are the mothers of the universe, and you birth forth everything. It's time for you to become the unconditional mother and that motherfucking warrior goddess, titan goddess that you know that you are when somebody fucks with your kids or the person that you love and you ready to rip their head off, Kali Ma. You need to get back to that. So you need that part, which is not bad. That's why they call it a woman scorn. Don't fuck with her because she'll fuck your ass up. And then she got the other part to her where she loves her children so much that she would do anything for them, including die. That is unconditional. So, men, you got a mama, you got a grandmama who gave you that to pass down to your daughters and your sons. And they got that part of you just like they got the part of their mama heavily. But they also have that part of you, men, who has the mitochondrial DNA of their mothers that came before them. So know that. And you need to get into that and get your ass in some water. If you can't, taking a shower is still good. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, the best thing you could do is you could go to the ocean or something, and you could bathe yourself in the ocean and put yourself in the primordial womb waters of Mother Earth. That's a good thing. I kind of did that before, but I ain't go fully under because there's a lot of things going on at the beach. But that's my little tidbit for today. There's a spiritual war. There's a family fight. There's an infight between us and these communities, the spiritual community, the conscious community, the unknown community. You know what I'm saying? The journey community, the chakra community, the LMNOP question mark community. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. The government community. Everybody's fighting with themselves and with each other and not realizing it's the man in the mirror. Yeah, so that's it. I'm not going to be too long. So, yeah, I talked about what's going on and what's going to happen, but do you have solutions? And guess what? The best solutions is the one you come up with yourself because you have all the answers and only you can prevent forest fires. So, welcome to the journey of you, the journey of me, the journey as we, as a whole, as a collective. Rabat and peace be upon you.